Welcome back to On the Branch.
Welcome back.
Well,
welcome to. I mean,
we are playing an old-ass Sega game, circa 1994, as you can see.
Yeah. So when we got this started up, Jamie's like, "Oh wow, this looks so like the graphics are so bad. Looks so much worse on this big TV. It's almost like it wasn't designed with the TV like this in mind." I know it's wild to think. But...
Yeah. I mean, 1994 they had picture TVs this big. Totally.
Actually, in 1994 they maybe did, but it would have been like those big boxy, ones that took like the entire, living room area.
Yeah, that's true. Like you'd have like a solid square foot to sit.
Pretty much, right?
So, Bonkers here is based off of the Disney cartoon of the same name.
I would have never guessed.
Ever.
Thank you for that history lesson. I'm glad we are.
So we have to go after these 4 bad guys. Which one do you want to go after first?
You do you. This is your time to shine.
We'll go after the rat first.
Bonkers.
The rat is hiding in the junkyard. Watch out! The junk machine likes to throw trash.
He's the trash man. But I mean, I guess that's actually true in this case because he does kind of come out and start throwing garbage all over the arena. So you got to like hit the guy, or
yeah, you got to hit the guy and build the wall to stop the trash machine.
Okay.
And I
like this. This is like classic Disney, how everything has a face.
You ass.
I'm kind of surprised even the little trash machine thing like doesn't have a face as well. Or actually, maybe it does.
I think I just got an extra life.
Anyway, so it's, I guess as every session with me these days kind of starts off, it's been a while since we've done X, or at least I have anyway.
Yeah.
I think the last thing we were, you and I were doing anyway was,
Gauntlet,
yeah. That feels like that was months ago too. I don't even know what the time frame that is anymore.
Okay. This is
But yeah, so there's been a lot of shit that's kind of gone on in the interim amount of time, hasn't there?
Yeah. Lots of stuff. I have a couple of personal things happen to me.
Well, assuming you don't want to talk about any of it, I can move right on into my fun-filled
yes,
situation.
Let's hear your fun-filled situation.
So, This happened, I think, the, what was it, like the weekend of, like, Cinco de Mayo or something? Yeah, you're not hitting him. I thought you had to hit the guy when
No, I just have to complete the brick wall.
Oh, okay.
So I can trap him like a rat.
Okay, well. Oh, because he's a rat?
Yeah.
Also, I noticed when you finish a section of wall, all of these, bricks of eyeballs lose their eyes. Are we like literally destroying the sentience?
I don't know. I think we are, which is kind of sad.
Bonkers is kind of a horrendous monster, like when you think about it. Anyway, so back in right around the time of Cinco de Mayo, I had the fun-filled time when late one night, my computer decided to restart randomly, and it wasn't like a normal kind of restart. Like it was like one of those spontaneous, like out of nowhere, no indication or anything kind of things. Normally, when that happens, I figure it's the power company, because that's actually fairly common here, where the power will just go out because, let's be honest, NV Energy is kind of shit.
Yeah.
So. That was my first, I guess, impression, of what was going on, but then I kind of noticed there was nothing else out. Like, the lights were still on, the fan was still running, everything. So it immediately caught me as kind of odd. Well, then cue the part where the computer starts to restart, but when it does, it suddenly sparks a fire.
Damn it. I am listening.
Well, you already know the story anyway. This is less for you and kind of more for anyone else kind of listening or giving a shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had an in-home fire that started in my computer. That was a moment of pure terror and panic that I had to take care of real fast. Fortunately, nothing burnt down. We got that all taken care of, but still, it was very frightening and horrifying. So we, there was speculate. Marathon and I were like, what the hell could it have been? We figured. Ooh. You were up on that top platform. I don't think you needed to jump down, did you?
Yeah, I got an extra life.
Cool. And we figured maybe the power unit had gone out and caused a spark or something. But the really weird part was there was no sign of damage at all. Motherboard wasn't damaged, none of the cores are damaged, literally just kind of nothing. No sign of anything. It was odd to say the least. So, we tried doing, checking to see if anything was getting power properly and all this, and eventually we did determine that the power unit was actually getting power. So it wasn't that. So we were thinking now it's going to be something stupid and annoying to fix. So we got a replacement motherboard in, we put that in, and it still wasn't working. So, that's the moment of terror. That's where you think oh no, processor's damaged or something. Well, turns out what had actually happened was my graphics card had caused the surge. Either a capacitor and something in it had failed and caused the spark and fire. And essentially on its way out as a parting middle finger, I guess, it burnt out my motherboard in the process.
Oh, fuck.
So there's a slight, little more to this, because looking up at dates and all that, everything of mine should be under warranty, which sounds good and fine and all. Except for the fact that AMD, the product manufacturer of my graphics card...
How many fucking rounds is this thing?
It looks like it keeps going, because you've just kind of been doing this. It's gotten a little more difficult each time. Anyway, so long story short, if anyone has an AMD graphics card, may God have mercy on your soul, because I can tell you from personal experience of dealing with their shit, they make every attempt possible to not let you make claims. They will straight up go out of their way to make sure that you have the worst time possible dealing with customer service.
Oh, I forgot I could jump.
Oh, you can't? Well, that's how you will dodge some of those things then.
You asshats!
You got that one in the wall over there that's not sticking.
Yeah, because he keeps knocking it out with a...
Yeah, but I mean, you notice when you get several of them in place, they'll stop freaking out or whatever.
Yeah.
They become solidified.
Okay, gotta mash the button. So AMD, fuck AMD.
Yeah, I guess the long and short of that story is just fuck AMD. I'm sure there's not many other graphics cards companies that are any real better, but still, it's not been a fun experience. They want to contest me on my on the warranty claim.
What? Even
though it's well within the 2 years. And even I'm sure even if I get past that, they're going to try to fight me on the fact that I'll have been doing something wrong. I was doing something not factory standard, something which is already bullshit too, because I don't overclock or literally anything like that.
You don't fuck around with your stuff.
I've never fucked around with literally anything beyond essentially just a factory standard like that. So I get the feeling that they're going to fuck around with me on this for as long as possible to actually run out my warranty time.
Well, that's ass.
Because that'll be in September, and I have a feeling they're going to try to push this as long as possible, just so they don't have to replace my stuff. So it's been a very disheartening experience for the last few weeks now.
You asswipe! You stupid fucking rat! Ah, shit.
You did.
Shit.
Just build that wall.
Yeah. Okay, I'm like Donald Trump here.
Well, I was more going for a Bastion reference there than a Donald Trump. Sure, we'll take that too.
Get out of here, you
Can
damn
really
dirty
not
rat!
Hit the rat, Oh, I guess not. With a toaster or anything. This is such a weird set. This is such a class, a 90s Disney.
Yeah, like weird. What the fuck is this going on here?
Not really even just weird, but it's like everything about the aesthetic is just kind of like, yeah, this is 90s Disney. Because I mean, Disney nowadays doesn't really look like this anymore, does it?
Not really. Most of their stuff.
Disney nowadays is all live action.
Or Pixar.
Or, well, yeah.
Damn it!
Actually, is Disney owned by, or Pixar owned by Disney?
Well, they collaborate a lot.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I think they owned it, but yeah, it is that very, you know, everything is super CG or just like shitty live action stuff.
Yeah.
Or in the more and more case these days, everything is just owned by Disney, so we're going to get to that point where we're going to be paying our bills and it's going to be like the LLC Disney Incorporated or something.
Yeah, right? Ah, sorry.
For what?
Ah! Gah!
Just focus on dodging, and doesn't really seem to be any reason to not just kind of spam from time to time, so.
Well, I know, that's what I'm trying to do, but I've got to also dodge this fucking toaster.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, it's just like, focus on spamming with one hand while you just actually dodge with the other. There you go. You got it. You can do it.
Yeah, I did it.
So yeah, does this just like keep going? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that like actually never end.
I don't know. I don't know. Shit. Okay.
So what the hell is it? It just looks like floating butter to me.
I don't know. I don't know if they're butter or if.
Like that's straight up what it looks like to me, though. Like,
I don't know if they're butter or gold bars.
But they're like floppy and wiggly and.
Well, they're tuned.
Like they have that that moisture to them, you know.
Moist.
Yeah.
Damp.
Wet.
Soggy.
Sopping. Okay, that's terrible.
Creamy.
Okay, that's taken. We're going where we probably shouldn't at this point. Yeah, I don't know. Like, do we just keep doing this then? I mean,
I think it goes 10 rounds. I don't know. I've actually never beat Bonkers.
Oh, okay.
Much to my chagrin.
I was gonna say because in the typical vein of Enek doesn't know what we're playing the day that we're recording. Like this is another one of your games. So I'm like I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You asshat. Stupid asshat rat. You dirty rat.
I think if you hit him enough, he kind of disappears for a while because.
Well, wouldn't you if you got hit by hit by bricks?
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, like. So you hit the toaster one of the times, I thought.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm invincible when it's doing that twiddly sound.
There you go.
I'm hoping there's just 2 more rounds, honestly.
Well, if not, we'll certainly find out. This time on the branch.
Yeah. Has it?
Although not for long, anyway. So, I was gonna say when we were kind of setting up, we saw a little bit of like the other games. So, maybe that's what we'll do is for each episode we'll do a different game mode or something like that. So if we don't finish it on this one, we'll just kind of play through so we see a little bit of everything on each session.
Oh, I think I have a time limit as well. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I mean, because one of the pickups you get is like a little clock guy. So I would assume so, but there doesn't seem to be anything like on screen.
Okay, so I'm hitting my stride here.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the world record or something, I'm sure.
Of button mashing.
Yeah.
World record of button mashing. Mm. So Bonkers has got a special place in my heart, even though I've never actually beaten it.
Yeah, you briefly mentioned on the way over here. So go ahead and touch a little more on that anyway. Why is Bonkers so special?
Okay, so when I was growing up, my brothers and I all had Segas. My brothers Vaughn and Jason
had...
that's
right. Your house had like 5 Segas in it.
4.
Same difference.
Yeah, it was a lot of Segas. But we were a Sega household. And my brothers, Vaughn and Jason, had the biggest Sega library between them because, they just had more games. That's how it was.
Yeah, that's typically just the kind of way that it is.
So most of the time, I had to ask, you asshole rat. I had to ask for permission to play games. Bonkers was one of the few games that I owned that was specifically mine.
Ah, okay. I
So
gotcha.
it was like they had to ask me.
Makes sense.
And actually, it's funny because when I found my copy of Bonkers, it was actually at my brother's house.
Yeah.
So,
Because, I mean, there's going to be that point in your life where you just kind of stop caring about it, so it probably went into a big box or something. And especially if your brothers had the bigger collection,
yeah.
you know, your parents aren't going to know or
shit.
care, so they're just going to put it all together. Sorry, no bonus. But, you know, we'll deal with that next time on the branch. So what was your story about Bonkers, too?
Okay.